Creators and Level Up Creators School. I'm our Director of Operations, and Amanda Northcutt is our CEO. Welcome. We are just giving people a chance to log on the different platforms. We're so glad you're here. If you're already in the chat with us, let us know where you're tuning in from. And if you have any questions for us, we would love to answer those while we are on the live with you today. Okay, so today we're talking about why Amanda left her corporate job to invest in creators. And so we're so glad to spend a few minutes of our day with you. Again, if you have any questions for Amanda at any time, just drop them in the chat. If we haven't met yet, there's two ways that we help creators. First, we have Level Up Creators, which is our done-for-you white glove consulting firm. The second is Level Up Creator School, where we help a global group of thought leaders build businesses through a done-with-you model. Creator School includes all of our consulting methodology that was reserved for our clients in the past, but now we offer them to you guys. Okay, so first question. Amanda, was there a moment when you finally decided to walk away from your corporate job? Like, what was the specific experience or event that made you kind of like jump over?
Yeah. That's a great question. I mean, honestly, it was a pretty slow burn. For those of you who don't know my story, a lot of the last really 15 plus years of my life includes really significant chronic health challenges. And so I was faced with a situation in my late 20s where I needed to figure out how to make as much money as possible in as little time as possible. And so I was looking for the highest leverage application of my skill set, which is in earning recurring revenue online. And so I worked as a fractional executive half a dozen times at companies all over the world, both membership and SaaS, and then also have consulted for dozens of businesses, and have really been delaying the start of my own organization because we had to really be careful about my health, and we're really betting on the future when we started this company. So it was more of a slow burn, something that I've always wanted to do. I've turned down also a handful of CEO positions at other organizations. Just it all came down to my health, right? And I wanted to build a different kind of organization. So this is something that has been many, 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 many years in the making. And again, kind of at the end of 2022, looked at what are all the skills that I have acquired over the past, almost 2 decades, and who do I actually want to help, right? And what's the marriage of those two things? And ultimately, I want to help individuals earn recurring revenue through all the methodology that I have gained and formulated over the years from their own knowledge and expertise, and be able to break free from that corporate model and the traditional kind of American dream where we work 40 years and then hopefully retire without getting cancer or a heart attack or the model is really, really broken. So Level Up Creators is meant to solve for that. I'm not sure if I answered your question completely, but that's
you did.
It's a very, very long process, and very, very thoughtful and intentional.
Yeah. So how has your time in the corporate world influenced the way you help creators now? Do you approach things differently because of that experience? Basically?
Yeah. So what we're hoping to bring to knowledge creators, specifically in the creator economy, so subject matter experts, like people who are sharing what they know on LinkedIn or X or YouTube in particular, we are aiming to bring corporate level strategy, tactics, methodology, technology, and bringing a right-sized version of that, if you will, kind of translated properly for creator businesses. And so we have a very unique take. All of us everyone on the Level Up Creators team has a corporate background. And so we bring the entire business end of the business to the table. So we're the perfect marriage for someone who has knowledge that they are sharing online, but they don't have the marketing, sales, customer experience, customer journey, technology, operations side. So that's kind of our unique take.
Yeah. So leaving a stable, well-paying job must have been nerve-wracking. What were the biggest fears or challenges you faced, and how did you push through those?
Yeah, I mean, that was a big hit, right? I had a really cushy situation. I was working very hard for it, but Yeah, ultimately that was a joint decision between my husband and I. It was very intentional. We have been very financially, we've been fortunate in that we've been able to sock some money away to invest in something. And so we were able to like pull money from retirement to do this. And we had a lot of deliberate conversations regarding like our risk tolerance. And so that's another like principle that we bring into creator businesses because we are often investing our own funds. And so we have a pretty specific lens that we look through to like in our family and then in our business as we help our clients on like what is your risk tolerance and then how can we apply those funds in the highest leverage way in order to earn recurring revenue fast, really, 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 really fast. So that was a little bit nerve wracking, but honestly, you know, I've done this for dozens of other businesses. If I can't do it from my own, who am I to even be here? So,
Yeah.
so far, really good. So I feel like we made a good decision.
Yeah. Okay, since diving into the creator space, what's something that really surprised you or challenged your expectations?
Surprised me. Well, I think it's interesting to understand, and this is somewhat of a broad generalization, so I don't mean to like paint with too broad of a brush here, but creators who do not have that like marketing operations, sales operations background, finance background, often intimidated by numbers related to business, whether they are on your profit and loss statement, in your bank account, recurring charges from tech related subscriptions, KPIs on your, what you should have as a metrics dashboard, like tracking the journey that people take from the top of your, or really the left side of your bow tie funnel, the top of your funnel, all the way through LTV maximization, which means getting as many people as it makes sense to pay you as much as possible because you are providing this virtuous cycle of value to them and they are in turn paying you. So I think that was surprising a little bit just in terms of like, how can we make this approachable, understandable, easy, and just like really reduce friction in the barrier to entry for helping creators understand numbers and approaching them with absolute confidence.
Yeah. Okay. Last question. If you were just starting out as a creator today, what would be your first step?
That is a great question. We try and address the biggest creator pain points in all of our marketing resources, right? Like that's good marketing as we're trying to solve for pain that you have. And I think the coolest thing that we have dropped to date, we just dropped this last week, 2 weeks ago. It's called the Creator Growth Kit, and it's a completely free course. And the course is full of short videos, like 3 to 7 minutes each. And we pulled in Amanda Getz, Yasin Mameri, Creator Wizard, Justin, and a number of other creators who are, Aaron Francis, incredibly gracious to lend us their knowledge. And of course, our team created the bulk of the videos on there. But those videos are basically meant to be solutions to creators' biggest problems in these like micro learning forms. And so you can show up, get exactly what you need when you need it, get your question answered, and then move on to the next video or the next resource or whatever. So, man, that is, if a lot of our clients had that, to start out, they would be light years ahead. And so I think that's a really, really solid place.
Yeah. And what's cool about the Creator Growth Kit is that it's actually in the same platform that we host our school. So it's like really not that different. So if you're like on the edge of like, maybe I like really need Level Up Creator School and you want just like a taste of what it is and what we offer, it's a great place to start. That's literally no risk at all to you. So that is also a really great perk of the Creator Growth Kit.
Yeah, shout out to Mighty Networks too for the technology to support that. It's really, really, really cool. You should totally get in there and just check out the platform as well.
Yeah, it's super cool. Okay, so I've dropped the link to the Creator Growth Kit in the chat if you want to check that out. But that is a wrap for us. Thank you so much for joining our live stream today. Be sure you follow us for more tips and insight on how to build a successful recurring revenue business. Have a great day, guys. Bye.